Shantasya Samachetasa. Not only keep your mind on me, never have the sense of possession over anything. I am not the malik of anything. I do not own a house. I do not own one bike. I got a house. It's in my name, no doubt. But I simply disclaim no ownership. So you see, nothing is mine. Nothing is mine. If tomorrow somebody takes away my house of Buddhas, welcome. Nothing is mine. So Akinchalasya, Dantasya, she has got control over all his senses. No sense can work on its own unless he wants it. Shantasya, absolutely always in peace. Samachetasa, his treatment is equal towards all. Not that, oh, this is a doctor, belongs to me for very well, this is somebody, so I'm not so. So it should be equal. Treat everybody equally with all love. And for them, all the directions are full of happiness. When once you attain this stage, then you cannot get unhappiness from anywhere. All the directions, north, south, east, west, they are all full of happiness and happiness alone. Badhyamano vimadbhaktam Vishayirachitendriyam Praja pragadhaya bhakyam Vishayen abhiduyate. When once you are completely devoted to me, such a bhakta, even though he is exposed to a number of worldly objects, which are all fascinating, which are all alluring, which all tempt me, even then he remains absolutely unaffected by them. Vishair nabhibhuyate. Never any of the items in this world can have any influence on you. You can keep everything before you, but absolutely nothing will be there. And he will be one-minded, he will be only thinking of me and nothing else. See? Once, on the banks of a river, there is a masjid of the Muslims. And the priest, he was, see there the Chardivari, on the four sides, they have put a wall, a compound wall. That compound wall was not very big. It was only, say, 2 feet high. And he was bending just at the level of that wall, and he was doing his evening namaz. Namaz is the type of worship which the Muslims do every day. 5 times a day they worship the Lord. They have got it, that they must do it. Wherever they are, even when a train stops for 10 minutes, I have seen them getting down immediately, sitting in the platform on the mat, and then doing. That's one great thing. And when they sit there, there is no Krishna high or low. The king, the Vasishta, will sit along with his servant. That is there. And one mullah was doing his namaz. There is a lady, a young lady, she was coming fast. She was already late to meet her lover. She was already a married lady, but she was loving somebody else. And she was to meet him this evening. And she was coming, running. And then, as this wall was quite small, it was easy to jump over it. And then she found, she didn't see, actually, this man was doing his namaz, bending his back. She just kept her booted feet on the back of that mullah, and then she jumped to the other side and she ran away. And she was going to meet her lover. She got angry. ये काफिर मुझे नापाक कर दिया. She has made me unholy. Well, she has to go back. I will wait. I will give her left and right. He was waiting. After about 1.5 hours, she was returning. She told her, hey, stop. What did you do? What did I do? Didn't you see me here doing my namaz? You kept your booted feet on my back and went like this. Then she tells it very beautifully. मैं नरराची नास नालकी तुमकसे लख्यो सुजान. I was only thinking of an ordinary man and I was so concentrating, I never saw you. And you were supposed to think of God. Padi padi Quran bhora bhayo. The Quran पढ़ कर तुम पागल बन गया. इसीलिए तुम मुझसे पूछते हो तुमने क्यों नहीं देखा? तुम देखा क्यों? And she says, Naraji Bhagavan, you are not doing anything for Bhagavan. There is no namaz. You are only thinking of the world. While I was thinking of an ordinary man, I was only thinking of that. And you are supposed to think of the Bhagavan, and you saw me going, you are waiting, you never thought of Bhagavan at all. So in that way, that's the type of concentration one should have when we think of the Lord. Nirapeksham munim shantam nidvairam samadarsanam anuvrajam yaham nityam pujayve tangurirendivi. This is a beautiful sloka. The Lord says, a person who is always alone, he doesn't talk. Nirapeksham, absolutely, he has no needs. He has no needs. Nothing is required by him. Munim, maunad muni ruchate. The one who keeps absolutely silent, he is called Muni. Shantam, absolutely unperturbed, because there is nothing to perturb him. Nothing belongs to him. He is not bothered with anything in the world except the Lord. Then, Nirvairam, yes, absolutely no enemies. Samadarshanam, the one who sees all equally well. Then, I go behind him. Anumurajam yam nityam. Why? Why are you going behind your devotee? Such a devotee is very rare. I go behind him so that I may get holier, I may get purified by the dust which comes out of the feet of my devotee. That's why I go behind him. Once it so happened, in Puri, every day they will bring a new, beautiful silken dhoti and they will put it on that Lord. What is the Lord's name?
Jagannath.
Jagannath. Jagannath.
Jagannath.
Jagannath.
Jagannath. Jagannath. And our Mahaprabhu Chaitanya gave his life there. He was always fond of it. He goes and he says, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatunaha. Here Jagannatha Swami, please come before my eyes, he asked. So they were putting daily some new garments. Every day morning, the next day morning when they came, they found it was very dirty, full of red soil in it. And in various places it was torn by thorns. Bhagavan cannot go anywhere outside and you are knocking him. So even if he wants, he can't. So how does it happen? Every day they put new ones, and still this is happening. One day they said, we have to solve this issue. So that night they were just hiding themselves. They said the Lord coming out of the locked door, and he was going. They went behind him. That was the Jagannath daily. Now we will find out. He walked just outside Puri, and there's a lot of mountain and jungle, and there is a father and a daughter. They were very poor. That daughter was fond of music. She was an unpad lady, she was a jungli, but she could sing beautifully. Divine music used to flow from her lips. And Bhagavan straight away he went. When she got to the house, and she was dancing and then jumping from rock to rock, singing about the Lord Jagannatha. And the Lord was following her, saying, what a music, what a bhav, what a devotion. I would like that more people have it. So the God is going behind her. And she is going from this place to that place in the jungle. So the thorns on the way, they are all entangled in his dhoti, and it becomes torn. And that entire area was full of red soil, and that mud sticks to it at all places. Thus she was singing for full 1.5 hours, and the Lord was going behind, and he was also tired. Luckily the girl went home and she slept. The God returned back to his place. And the next day morning they found his dhoti was full of red soil and all that. So now they knew what is happening. The day they went to those people, that father and daughter, and slowly told them, we will give you whatever money you want. See, don't call Bhagavan here. See, you people do not know. Bhagavan is coming after here to hear your music, and he's put a lot of difficulty. We will place you very near that temple. You do anything in the temple. The temple is free at night. You dance, you sing, and if God goes there, he will be saved a lot of trouble. Please. They finally agreed. They brought the father and daughter and put them there. This is the story. So, Anurajam Yaham Nityam Puyeye Chandiredvi. I go behind them so that I may be purified by the dust coming out of their feet. Vishayan dhyayatas chittam Vishayeshu vajjate Mamanusmaratas chittam Mayeva praviliyate. Look here, this is so simple. If you go on thinking of the various items of this world, my wife, my son, my investments, my money, my house, then it will be completely engrossed with that only. It will be impossible to take your mind out of it. On the contrary, Mamanasmaratas chittam mayeva praviliyate. You go on thinking of me, then your mind will be completely engaged in me alone, and you will come and ultimately you will get absorbed in me. This is the simple truth. So, these are all the various jnana which he gives. He wants to make Uddhava a repository of all jnana, what all should be done. He wants to tell him so that it should not be lost in the world. Even though he will be going away from this world, later on there should be one who should be able to give the various types of worshipping the Lord with devotion and how devoted they should be. All this knowledge he gives, lest Uttama may propagate it to the entire world, and the entire world should be benefited by it. Then he is talking about the various dharmas which are prescribed, in our scriptures. How should a Brahmachari live in his life, is celibate? How should the householder should live? How should one monk should live? So all those things he gives. And how bhakti can be developed? He says, Nridehamadyam sulabham sudurlabham prabham sukalpam gurukarnadharam. You see, this body of the human being is very precious, provided you use it in the right way. This nrideham, this body of the human being, sulabham sudurlabham. In one way it looks very easy for us. You got it. You are not aware how much difficulty you have undergone, how many births you have undergone, you are not aware. So it looks, but actually it is sudurlabham. It's not easy for everyone to get this. And it's equal to prabham sakalpam. It's a beautiful boat, very efficient. Guru Karnadharam. The pilot is a first-class guru. This is a boat where the pilot is your guru. Guru Karnadharam. Then, Mayanukule nanabhasvate ritam. In the olden days, you will see in the books, he set sail in his boat. What do you mean? See, big boats, you cannot simply run it with your oars. It's not possible. There will be a big, mat-like thing there, they call it a sail. And they will try to see which side the wind blows, and they will take their boat there. Then with that wind, because of this sail, it will take it in the same direction. It can go any number of miles. That is how we call it, he sailed. He went with his sail. He says, Mayanukole nabhasvate ritam. You can set sail easily because my grace is the wind which is always blowing. And using that beautiful wind, which is full of my grace, you can easily reach your destination. You can easily reach your final lecture, the place where you have to go, your destination. Then, that is what is called a Brishagita. There is a very rich man, and so long as he had a lot of money, a number of friends used to come, a number of people whom he doesn't know, they used to come. Don't you remember, your Chacha had a Chacha and I am the Chacha's grandson's brother-in-law. So, some sort of a thing they will claim, they will come and eat, they will remain there for and while going they will say, hey, you purchased my ticket. And this is what they were doing. All known and unknown people will crowd towards him. They will all come and they will take. And finally a day came when all his money was looted by his servants, by his relatives, by his wife, by his sons. Nothing was left for this fellow. And at that time, nobody bothered about him. Then, what can be done? They were all insulting him like anything. इसके ऊपर थूक लेते थे. They used to spit over him. Badyantirajva tvanke judin badhyatam iti. They used to bind him with a rope and leave him there. Hey, you are useless fellow. You don't have any money. You don't have any means of earning money. Without. Like Khinamutta ivam vrittim agrahi sajanojyatam. So, his own people have completely left him. He had only one method of living now, that was only by begging. He becomes a beggar and he says, Najanjano me sukha dukkha hetu. I can't blame them all. They are not responsible for this condition, for sukha or dukkha. The God in his prarabdha has written, this fellow has to be like that. The entire thing is a drama. In the drama script, he has written that all these people will root me and go away and I will be left alone. So I cannot blame these people. This is called the Bhikshu Gita. So then the Bhikshu Gita is the most important thing here. And then next is the Kriya Yoga. Our Kriya Yoga is different from the Kriya Yoga of Paramaharsa Yogananda. This Kriya Yoga is only the puja. How to do Deepa, Dhupa, Nevidya. So we have got Pancha Upachara, Shodasha Upachara. That is to do 16 types of services to the Lord, where the chamara is taken and done like this, and something like a kerchief is taken and that is done like that. In the south, all these things are done. The 16 types of upachara you can find only in the south, the southern temples. And then he says, now, various methods, he said, see, look here, we are always divine. The divinity has come to us, but before it came to us, we were already divine. It was always with us. It looked as if it was manifesting itself, and you thought it is coming to you for the first time. It was always there. So like that he talks about it all. Tata Prisanga Parivarjaniya Guneshu Maya Ritreshu Tavati. Do not go near any object in this world and go to it again and again. See, a person you like, you go to him again and again. That Sangha will lead you to, that sort of a company will lead you ultimately to chaos, to danger, to calamities. So leave it off. These are all Guneshu Maya Riteshu Tavati. All these various things of the world, they are all sheer magic, none of them is true. Maya means a magic, that's all. Now when he has finished all these things, our Uddhava shakes his head. Krishna, I can't bear all these things, so many things you have told. I don't know whether I could recollect all of them for the future. Sadhishcharamam manyen yogacharyamanaatmanam. See, for the one who is not in the habit of controlling his mind, all these methods which are all told, those various things as to how to do bhakti and all that, it is impossible for us to do that. We cannot implement it at all. Sadhishcharam. So please tell us some shortcuts, something most simple which you can all do. Now, in about, say, some 7 or 8 slokas, or about 10 slokas, he is going to tell him the shortcut. Shortcut also is part of what he has told already. But still Bhagavan is telling him this is the essence of all the teachings with which he talks. And these are all from Shloka 9 to 15, and then 17 and 18 in Adhyaya 29. Adhyaya 29, this starts from 9th. 9th shloka. Kuryat sarvani karmani madartham shanagaisvarani mayarpita manaschitta madharma atmamanorti. It is the same as what you had told earlier. Kayena vacha manasendreva, whatever you do by your body, by your mind, you offer it to me. Narayana, Narayana. You just to say Narayana and give it to him. So, you do all the karmas, not for getting the benefit of them. Madartham. You say everything is offered to the Lord. So Lord can get the benefit of it. I don't want. These are all I am offering to the Lord. Madartham. Shanagaisvaran. And while doing it, you remember the Lord slowly. Not Narayana, 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 Narayana. Over. We don't know. Narayana. Remember? Narayana. So internally you go on thinking of him slowly. Shanagaisvaran. Majyarpita manocittam madharma atma manortim. And all your mind should be in me. Majyarpita manocittam. So do the arpana, do the dedication of your mind to me. And whatever you do, you should do such things as will form service to me. Say, you do puja and you give dana to people thinking it's all the Lord to whom you are giving. Just whatever you do, madharma, let them all be the dharma or the merits relating to the Lord. Then the second is Deshan Punyana Shriyate Madbhakti Sadvishtani Devasara Manusheshu Madbhakta Tirtaniche. Now second is, you go to such places where my devotees will be there. You go to such cities, towns, etc. Say Rishikesh, there are always some satsang always which are going on. Haridwar such going on. So once in a way you may be somewhere in Cape Comorin, but try to come to these places. Because you know pretty well, Punyan Deshan Shriyate, Sadhuvishritan, my bhaktas, my devotees, and they are all Mahatmas. And such people, wherever they are, you go to those particular areas, and whoever attends, whether it is a Manusya or it is a Deva or it is a Asura, when they come, you go on telling them about the Lord's glory and the Lord's stories. Then third, Pratak Satrena Vamakyam Parvayatra Amotsavan Karyet Kitan Nrityadve Maharaji Bodhibhim. Whenever there are festivals, say Janmashtami, and or say Ram Navami, or say Ganesha Chaturthi. So when such important parvas, they are called parvas, seasonal. So that seasonal festivities, whenever they come, you do it in great elaboration, doing some havan on that day, a big havan you do, where everybody should be able to come and participate. So, and preferably at that time, you have it in your house with some music, arrange for some music, arrange for some divine dance, somebody who doesn't dance anything and everything, but who dances in a divine manner, who knows Bharatanatyam, like that. Then next, see, each one tells us something. Brahmane pulkase stene brahmanyente spulingige samadrit pandito vataha. Have an equal vision. Whether it is a Brahmin who comes to you, or whether it is a man belonging to the last caste, the untouchables, whether he comes to you, And whether he is a very violent type, whether he is not a cruel type, a krureke chaiva. So the one who looks at them all equally, well, that is what we should learn, how to treat them all equally. Then that everybody is the Lord. When you go on thinking of it, then what happens? Then competition goes, because he is also God like me. Where is the question of a competition? So Spardha, Asuya, to see the other world, you say, oh, should they have all these things? See here, he has got a nice car, I say. So don't be jealous or envious of somebody else. Live off Asuya. Then Tiraskara. To say, hey, that fellow has got nothing here. See me, I got a beautiful car which government has given me. And once you going on seeing the Lord in all, then all these things, along with that ego, ahankara, they all die. They are all destroyed by themselves. By the very thinking of the Lord, they are destroyed. Then, once you think that everybody is God, mentally at least, you see a donkey going, or you see a chandala belong to the plastic caste going, mentally you prostrate to them all. Lord, you only come in that form. This is essential. So, Sarvam Brahmatmakam Tasyam Videhato Nishyam Paripasyan Parametri Sarvato Mukta Samshayam. So everything is the Brahman, everything is the ultimate Lord, and he should see everywhere that Lord, and then he should have no more, he will have no more any temptation for any of those things of the world, Uparami. Then he will have no desires. All desires will cease. So he says, well, these are the various methods by which you can do shortcut. This much you do, but these are all things which he has told already. But he has again chosen some portions, and these are the shortcuts, easy for us. And he says, there are now Martyo yada tikta samasta karma niveditatma vichikachato me tadavrtatvam pratipadyamana. You live off all your karmas. Whatever you have to do, there is no rituals, no longer any rituals. Rituals have served that purpose. So, tekta samasta karma. You live off all the rituals, whatever you are doing. Not only rituals. The karma, you can also take the so-called duties of the world, which you impose on yourself. My great-grandson's grandson is married, you said, is it not my duty to attend? Your grandson's grandson is your duty to attend. So, you imagine duties where there are no duties. Your only duty is to realize God and not attending your son's marriage, your grandson's marriage, grandson's son's marriage, not at all, not at all. Forget about that. That's all. You have got no duties towards anybody. The Lord has created them. All is His duty. He knows what to do. Don't try to take away His job. So, Namaste Mahayogin Prabhannam Shadimam Yatatu Charanam Bhoji Ratishadara Paini. Now, Uddhava says, my Mohandakara, the darkness of delusion has been lost. Vidravito Moha Mahandakaro. And by coming to you, all these things have gone. So, I am just bowing at your feet. Now you tell me what I have to do. But what for? You tell me how my bhakti at your feet will remain at all times without leaving it for a single second. Ratischa anapayini. Anapayini means going away. Apayini means going away. Anapayini, that is never go. So, how to keep it permanently nishtha there? Please, you let me know. Now Bhagavan says, Gachodha maya dishto bhadaryakyam mamashram tatra manparati thedi snano vasprashane shuti. Uddhava, this is my agya. Don't remain here. You go to Badrinath and be there. And there, you go on daily doing your bhakti to me and go on thinking of me. That's all. And now, the Lord said, now all the Yadus have to die. Everybody has to die, including himself. There will be nobody called a Yadu. That's all. He didn't want anybody left. That's it. He doesn't have any of those community feelings. Not only community feeling, his own people, they are going to die. His own relatives are going to die. He don't bother. There is nobody called a relative. So he calls everybody, hey, don't stay at Dwarvati. I find there are bad omens. So you will have to leave and go to Prabhasa Kshetra. Go to Prabhasa Kshetra where you do a lot of dhan. Give a lot of charities to all the various scholars there. And go on doing puja there of gods, of Vedic scholars, and for the cow, you do the puja. Similarly, they go there, they do all these things, and there, as I told, there's a big grass. It is called Airaka. And the grass is very sharp, but if you can boil it and then cool it, you get a beautiful local liquor. It's called Airaka Madhu. And they drag it fully because they have done all the good things. So now they have to do all the bad things. So they drag a lot. And they are not aware who is my father, who is my brother. They take some more of those Airaka grass and they begin to fight each other. And the sons, they were fighting and trying to kill their own father and their own brothers. Like that. And thus all of them, they killed each other and they all died. Now, the Lord said, now the full bhara, the burden of this earth, they have eliminated. Now I am satisfied. So, Nishasada Dharmapaste Tushnimasadya Pipalam. There is a pipal tree. Underneath, he went and sat on the ground. Bibrat Chaturbhajam Rupam. And he had his, with 4 hands, Chaturbhaja Rupa, with that. With that he was born, with that he is going to leave. Then he put one of his feet on the thigh of the other, that's all. Like Krishnamurti said. And then Mrigaschakaram Tacharanam Vibhyadam Kashinkaya, when he put his feet like this, at a distance, the hunter saw. To him it looked like the face of a small deer. He said, there is a beautiful shikara victim. So he took his arrow. And there is a special arrow which had an iron piece there. That iron piece was one of the pieces of Kosala, the the vessel which was found in the stomach of Samba, who tried to insult the Mahashis. So one big piece was left, that some fish ate, and it has now come into his hand. He fished it up and he left it. It went in exactly on the feet of the Lord. It went and completely took it away. And the Lord was going to leave his body in a few minutes because of that. Taturbhujam tam purusham dritva sakatakalpisham vetam pavadvirisam padayorasuradvisham. Now, he came, oh my Lord, with 4 hands, this God himself, he just falls at his feet. What have I done, Lord? I have killed you. Then he says, don't bother. It has been done by my will. I wanted you to kill me, but you don't worry. See there, you are going to that loka. This part of the Swarga. You are going there. I will see that you reach, and then only I am going to leave my body. So I will see that you reach there. And then the Suta, that is the one who was driving his vehicle all these days, he was there standing. He said, Gachadvarvatim Suta, look here, you have got only one work now, you go back to that the original place, that Dwarka, and there my father is there, my wives are there, all the people are there. Tell them that Krishna has left his body gone. And you people who here is left, don't stay in Dwarka. 7th day from today, it is going to be completely merged in the ocean. The ocean, big, it will be inundated by the ocean, and nothing will be left. So you all leave Dwarka and go and tell all the people that this is what he told. So Bhagavan Yogadharaniya Gneyatrim Adagdvadhamam Visasukam. Once when he told that I am leaving, then Uddhava raised some objections. Lord, don't leave if you leave the body is to go away, then people will be worried. There is no God, the God is dead. So what he did, by his yoga, he saw to it that his life came out of the body, but his body was not affected. So he saw to it that it was not to be burnt. That is why in Puri, the Bhagavan is renewed every 6 years or 7 years. So all these 7 Jagannaths who are there as gods, they are kept in a separate place. There is a cremation ground for Bhagavan alone. It is there inside the temple in one corner. So Dwarka, the driver, he went and he told them all. Then some of them, they did sati. While some of them, they left the place and went away. Like that it happened. With that, the 11th skanda is over. Now we come to the 12th skanda. The first portion is, he just described the various Rajavamshas, and some of them we have also read about certain people, about Nanda for instance, Mahabhagavati Kuchite, Nanda Kshetra Vinashakati, there is Nanda, then there is Pushyamitra, there is Chunga, the serial in which they come, the chronology in which they come may be different, but many of them are mentioned here, like that. And then the Shuka says to Parikshit, you don't know, this holy land is going to come into trouble. Sindhu Chandrabhagam Kumtim Kashmir Mandalam Bhochanti Shudra Vratyadya Nechascha Brahmochasa. The Muslims or other people who are not meant, who are not Kshatriyas, who are not meant to rule, such people are going to do, and these portions will go away to them permanently. One is Sindh. Sindh is already with Pakistan. Sindhostatam Chandrabhagam, I don't know what is this Chandrabhaga. Kashmir Mandalam, their portion of Kashmir is already with them. So this book has been written several, perhaps minimum is 1,000 years back. And at that time we had no Kashmir, we had nothing. It is the English who were ruling. So nobody knew that this Kashmir rule is to go to them. So they have written at that time. I don't know what is Chandrabhaga. And all this will be adharma and taparaha. They will be doing whatever is not prescribed in the our scriptures, and they will be always full of lies. They will tell lies. Tivra manyavaha, phalgudaha. If at all they give anything to anybody, they will give very little, and they will have very strong, they will be very angry, strong anger, paradharadhanadata. They will be take away somebody's wife's wealth, and they will be spending it. Alpa sattva alpa kaisham. They will have very little strength left in their body, and they won't live for a long time. So, when these mlechas or other communities, as from Pakistan or somewhere, if they come and rule, even though they are all in the form of rajas, kings, they are going to eat away the entire prajas. In other words, the prajas will be subject to a lot of, all the subjects will be, they will be subject to a lot of problems. All these things will come. Then, itham kalugata prayem, and it is told, yasmin krishno divamyata tasminnev tadahani pratipannam kaliyugam. Many people say, the day that Krishna left his body and went, on the same day, Kali Yuga came and established kingdom. Now this is mine. The real kings are gone. And now this Kali Yuga, Mittameva Karam Runam Janmatvar Gunodhyam, this will be the only criteria. And when somebody has got a lot of money, they will say, oh, she's a Divan's grandson. Oh my Lord, he comes in a very good family. So all their family will be given to them. Gunodya, all the gunas, they will say, oh, she's a very good fellow. She simply gives charity without counting. So like that. Money is the only criterion for people to judge how good they are. Dharmanyaya vyavasthayam karanam balavimihim. And whenever you want to establish about whether nyaya, say nyayalaya in all the courts and all that, some cases go, on what basis they will decide. The one who has got a lot of power behind him, he will always, on his behalf, you are going to. That's all. All these things have been written long ago. Daksham kutumba bharanam. Now when you say, oh, she is an expert. Expert in what? In bringing up his family, that's all. Then Ishavatya dharma sevanam. And only for getting his name and fame, he will be doing dharma. Otherwise he is not concerned with dharma, the rules. And all the ashramas will be Griha Praya. They'll be like houses only. They'll have AC rooms, and you will have first class khana, better than what you get in your home. So all the ashramas will be almost like your house. That's in the olden days, people will come to ashramas so they can live the life of an ashram for a few days. But now, the AC is not running, man. You tell the manager of that. That's all. So AC and all these things. Sambala Gramam Khyasyan Kalki Pradit Bhavishyati. Perhaps in what's that? This indoor Omkar, where are they? In which area? Madhya Pradesh. So in Madhya Pradesh, perhaps there is one Sambal Gram. It's only a gaon. It's a village. So there, one Vishnu essence will be a Brahmin. As his son, Kalki, the Lord will assume the form of a Kalki and he will come and kill the entire Kali. Almost at the end of the Kali. That's what is going to happen. Then he says, what are the methods by which you can know which is which? In Krita Yuga, Dharma will be observed in all its 4 feet. What are the feet? Satyam, Daya, Tapo, Dhanam. Now in Kali Yuga, it loses its 3. Satyam, Tapas, Daya, gone. So only Dhanam. So in this Kali Yuga, you can get rid of all our papas only through Dana. You can go on giving, that's all we can afford to do. And again he says, Sukadeva, what will be the landmark of Kali Yuga? In Kali Yuga he says, Bhikshavascha Kutumbinaham. All the sannyasis, they will be traveling with their wives. It's a fact. They will be always having a kutumba. Here in either in Haridwar or there's some Koila Ghat, which is in Rishikesh or Haridwar. There's some Koila Ghat. There he was originally a chartered accountant called Bakshi, and then he took sannyas. He took that, what you call, Dandi sannyas. From his uncle, who was a really good sannyasi in Punjab. So he took it from him. And 6 months in a year, his wife will come and stay here. And 6 months in a year, he will go and stay at Delhi with his wife. Karan, she will say, I am having heart problems. I have to go often for consulting the chap, so I am going there. Then why she should come here? See, I have to take some pathyas. I can't take all aharas. Every food does not suit me. So my wife comes and she cooks things which will suit me. This year for a long time, finally one day he died by a shock, electrical shock. So I knew him. Even when he used to come to Vasishta, even when he was a chartered accountant. He was a nice chap. Narakshanti manujaha sthaviropitaravati. In this Kali Yuga, nobody is going to bring his father and mother and keep and protect them. Father and mother will be kept in some Vridhashram. What's it called? Old age home. They will be kept in old age home. There is a deputy secretary. They were having a raid on all beggars in Delhi. So found was the mother of the Deputy Secretary in Ministry of Defence. Then I don't know what happened. Later on, the Deputy Secretary came to the Shankaracharya of Puri, not Puri, of Sringeri. He was very old soul at that time. He was called Chandrasekhara Bharati, who left his body in the Godavari River somewhere in 1954 or 55. But he was completely a mukta, he was a liberated soul. And one day this Deputy Secretary came and did namaskar. Hey, what is the use of your doing prostrations to me? You have kept your mother as a beggar. She is running in the streets. She said, don't talk about my mother. She is a Rakshasi. Look here, she may be a Rakshasi or anything. The injunction of the Vedas is Mata Devo Bhava. It starts with that. Serve your mother. And it is a one-sided. They don't say serve your mother if your mother is a Devata and not a Rakshasi. There is nothing like that anywhere. So it is a one-sided injunction. You have to look after her whether she is a Rakshasi or a Devata. Okay, he went away. So we don't